The views, opinions, hot takes, wild theories, dad jokes, and unsolicited advice expressed on South Shore Live are solely those of the individual guests and participants and do not necessarily reflect the views, opinions, beliefs, or questionable life choices of South Shore Live, its hosts, producers, sponsors, affiliates, or anyone brave enough to be associated with this program. Howard the Unknown Drummer, Captain Teo Leonard, Angie Frey Richardson, South Shore Live, Apollo Beach Publishing, and any related entities are not responsible for, do not endorse, and absolutely do not co-sign any statements made by our guests, whether those statements involve Tampa Bay Sports Magazine, local or national entertainment figures, referees, front offices, leagues, mascots, rival fans, coaches, players, or a guy who knows a guy. Any discussion of Tampa Bay sports, entertainment, business, music, comedy, or community matters is for entertainment and informational purposes only. While we strive for accuracy, facts may occasionally be bent, stretched, exaggerated, passionately argued, or delivered with dramatic flair. All guests appear voluntarily and are solely responsible for their own words, opinions, predictions, and emotional reactions, especially after tough losses, bad calls, or trade rumors. South Shore Live is not liable for hurt feelings, bruised egos, disputed statistics, fan arguments, or sudden urges to yell at your TV, radio, or phone. Viewer discretion is advised. Listener patience is appreciated. And remember, relax, it's South Shore Live. This has been brought to you by Tampa Bay Sports and Entertainment Magazine.
Are you tired of streaks? Not those type of streaks. Not this kind of streaking either. What the heck? The streaking that I'm talking about is on your roof. We use shingles with a high copper content to give your roof a clean, sharp, streak-free appearance for years to come.
Outdoor spaces, but Florida year-round sun, humidity, mold, algae, and dirt can quickly take a toll on your property. Total Pressure Power Wash and Seal provides professional residential and commercial pressure washing services throughout Hillsborough County. We also specialize in roof cleaning, screen repair, and outdoor screen cage restoration to keep your property looking its best. Need paver installation, repairs, or sealing? We've got you covered. Owner-operated, licensed and insured, proudly serving the South Shore area and
the Bears. Come on, it's the Bucks. Notes. Whatever. You know, it's that whole whatever. Anyway, hey, good
sassy,
morning.
Welcome everybody to the zaniness we call South Shore Live in the middle of the summertime where it feels like the 107. I'm here with Captain Teo Leonard.
Good day.
Angie Frey Richardson, my friend Xavier, which we have, believe it or not, a history, and him and his brother and I have a history, and myself, Howard the Unknown Drummer, and we have a special guest in the house. Miss X is in the house. So if you hear gurgling or smiling or throwing things, it's not us. It's actually somebody else. We also have Charlie with us, who is the assistant to the assistant manager, and Joanne, of course, behind the computer, running the show from Tampa Bay Sports and Entertainment Magazine. And we are live in beautiful South Shore. Angie, take it away.
Well, you're right. It is hot out. But I just want to. I think Tampa Bay Sports and Entertainment Magazine should probably say this today. But can we just give a moment of silence to the one and only entertainer Dolly Parton today?
Yeah, I think we should do a little memorial to her. She's definitely American history, Americana, straight up hardworking woman, and provided a lot of great moments for Americans
That's
around
the one
world.
thing that I was going to say. I take away from her, without a doubt, is that she was an entrepreneur. She came from nothing. Her
Yeah,
dad was a
total farmer, and you know she
was a businesswoman.
She was a businesswoman, and you know her. I just saw the her like son's cousin, or a cousin was doing the security and did the statement.
Yeah,
and so you look and go, wow, she brought her whole family in at a period where you look at that economic family situation where I could see people just totally abandon forget all those cousins and
she brought
everybody else.
She
brought them in and they worked and they did that. And that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, she took care of her kid.
She took care of and her friends,
And from everything that I ever saw of her is that she always led with what was right for the people. And she was such a businesswoman and miracle marketing mind. So shout out to her today. Absolutely. But we're in for a great show tonight. I'm excited.
We are. And again, for Dolly, everyone joining us, this is to you. Thank you for South Shore all the many years, and we hope your soul's in a great place. So with us this evening, we have Xavier, and Xavier's pretty cool. He makes all this cool stuff with the latest technology. The name of his company is Artiszën Crafts, and he's located in South Shore. He speaks way too much, though. You talk way too much.
Yeah.
So why don't you tell everybody a little bit about your company real quick, and then we got plenty of questions for you. Shoot.
And you got to get close to the mic.
Yeah, man. We're talking.
Yeah, we're gonna have to jump on them here.
Sure. Our business is Artiszën.
Oh no, you got to
No. You remember we talked about?
Oh yeah, you got to be right there.
You gotta really love them.
Excuse me.
That's okay.
Xavier, scooch that shit in. Let's move it up. There you go.
Yeah.
Hawk to it, baby.
Mike's got to love you back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Love you a long time.
Okay. Our business called Artiszën Craft, and we specialize on converting your ideas and design to direct to film. Direct to film is this technology that you can put on a piece of paper like this, and you can transfer this on any garment like bags, shirts,
Something
pants,
like what I'm wearing. The Good
Yep.
Morning Don't Be
Sweaters.
a Shitty Person T-shirt.
Yes.
Now the film.
So, that's James McPeak's logo stuff there.
McPeak, when he told me how badass his logo came out,
Dude, it's badass.
this is badass.
Did you design this logo, by the way?
No, the customer send us the
Okay.
logo, and we just print it.
But
Now-
look at the colors and how
I
that
was gonna
pops.
say.
That's impressive shit.
So if
Sorry.
you-
I'm
so if
not
you don't
supposed
know
to say
this-
that, but yeah, I'm sorry. That's impressive.
If you don't know about printing, everyone's into ad specialties and promotions and all those things. And over the years, the technology that screen printing has gone is stellar compared to the years of having to lay down every color
oh
individually.
yeah, total color
having to
separation was
dry
a
the
whole
shirts,
business.
having to buy a minimum of 10,000 shirts to be economically feasible. You can manufacture these shirts as one-offs without costing you thousands of dollars. That's the beauty about direct film and transfer units. He has the most state-of-the-art technology that's in the industry right now, but on a smaller scale. So he's doing products as well as the name brands. And I mean the name brands, Reebok, Nike, Adidas. He's using essentially the same quality units to make your one-offs in his small local business here in Apollo Beach. And the quality by far is unbelievable. And this is just the shirts that he does. He does so much other stuff along with this. Tell him about it.
So these are heat pressed, correct?
Yes, and the thing is, you can
On the mic,
On the mic, man.
We talked about this.
you can yeah, you can customize.
I got it.
You can customize any shirt. Like for example, a design like this, you can pay maybe $2 or $3 to make a shirt like this.
Cool.
I mean,
And do you heat press it for them if they do you supply
Yeah.
the shirts too? But if someone just wants that because they have their own shirts and they have a heat press, you can
We
order
do
it?
both. We can do the shirt, the entire shirt, and design the press and everything, or we can just sell you the transfers. The transfer will be more cheaper for the customer if they have a business. So most of our customers are business owners. So we sell a lot of these transfers. So for other customers. So they pay like cents. This is a big design that they can pay $2 or $3 for this. But if they do only for front left,
Pocket, a shirt, a
So
logo.
is this going on?
that will be like a
t-shirts then?
quarter or something like that.
This can go on a shirt. This can go on a jacket. This can go on. Well, tell them what can these things go on?
On anything that have fabric on it. It
So
can be
beach
polyester,
towels.
100%
So
cotton,
like they
or
did
whatever.
there was a hoodie that I wanted to do that no one would do because of the appropriate language for
I can't
that.
imagine that being the case.
and
for you.
It's true.
and they did it, and it's impressive because I've washed it a ton, and it still is like it was screen printed instead of the heat transfer. I mean the quality
awesome.
is cool, and it was quick. It was like I saw it and I wanted it, and then my friend Myra's like, "Oh, I need that," and I'm like, "All right, we'll get 2 of them." And I messaged your wife, and I'm like, "But I want the good quality. I don't want like the
Exactly.
cheesy, thin, crappy China type hoodie." And she's like, "Oh, I can get this one, and this is the weight." And I'm like, "Fine." And she's like, "It's way more money." I go, "I don't care. I want the really thick cotton." And it came out perfect. And of course, it's bright yellow, so it'll look good driving my truck.
Of course, and it matches. Can
Yeah.
you? So can you wash and dry these then?
Oh,
Yes.
this
Actually-
technology is so much different than graphic printing with screen. It's totally different. Like a screen T-shirt back in the days, they faded and this and that.
Yeah, I bought my son one at the mall,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
This really cool design he wanted. I took it home, washed, dried it, and it stuck together.
Yep.
And then when I peeled it apart, it obviously ruined the whole thing, and so it was trash. So you can wash and dry all of this.
Yeah. Usually the colors start to degrade maybe after 50 washes. That's a lot. And it will start degrading maybe 10% of the colors. So you will have
It also-
My hoodie I've probably washed 30 times, and it still looks
It also
new.
depends on the fabric that you decide
You
to
know?
put it on. If you put it on nylon or you put it on another synthetic, it's going to hold up great. Cotton, like anything else, is a loose fiber, and being a loose fiber, it's going to release some of its own self. So cotton's only as good as it can shake because it's only a twist, where rayon and synthetics are not.
And where
There
are you
are
based
two.
out of?
Right here in Waterset, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, he's right here.
We operate in our garage right now. And we started with a 13 inches printer, DTF printer, and we bought a new one that
Now
is
tell people what DTF means.
direct to
Fabric.
fabric. Yes.
Okay, which that means that you lost a lot of steps when you made a shirt at this point. It directly does all the colors at one time on the fabric, as opposed to making it on the screens that you used to put the ink on, that you used to have
Right.
to go over and then do each color individually.
Right.
So this took
Full
something
color separation.
full color separation in a matter of 2 seconds that used to take people 45 to 50 seconds per shirt to spin and do. So to have the technology to make these things fantastic is amazing.
So can people send you their logo, let's say, and you print it? They can pick it up, or you ship.
Yeah, exactly. We ship, like, if it's in local in Tampa or Polo Beach, we ship and it will be next day delivery. But if it's United States, it will take maybe 2 days to arrive. But usually all our customers are local and we operate in our garage.
Now, can you do graphics for my truck?
Yes and no,
Okay.
because we bought a new printer that is a UV-DTF. It would arrive in 20 days.
Explain to people what that is.
It's
You
usually the same technology,
okay.
but the ink react to the ultraviolet. That's why the printer have a ultraviolet ink, and it will harden the ink, and you can put that on any glass, mugs, steel,
marble.
whatever hard surface you can find, and it's very difficult to remove.
Okay.
It's essentially a tattoo at that point.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's
and
badass.
very vibrant colors too.
So I think I need that for my truck windshield.
Truck windshield, decals for cars. It's
yeah.
magnificent
You will get
stuff.
similar
Oh, yeah.
quality to this,
But what's
Yeah.
interesting about
Is
this
it waterproof?
technology?
It's Purdue. It's Purdue. You know.
Is it waterproof? Can it go on boats
Yes,
for
it's
people that name their
waterproof.
boats?
Waterproof. You can watch it. You can put it on mugs and.
What's amazing
glass
is
on glass, on mugs, and on this too.
you only have to make one. When you really put that into perspective, now obviously you don't want to just sell one unit, but when you really think about how much it used to take to make even just a prototype of just one, I need a 6-color shirt for a bar mitzvah, or I want to do a promo for we're giving away, to make one sample and be like, that's $162. You're like, What?
Oh, it was a night. I used to do
For a
shirts
t-shirt?
for all my
Like,
parties,
yeah,
right?
you
I used
want
to have
one.
custom
Yeah,
shirts for my parties. And I used to
Yeah.
do
Set
the
up
design,
charge.
and then I would have to do the color separation
Of course.
to generate the 4 different screens, and then you'd have to have a minimum of like 150 shirts, and it was a big
A
production.
lot of damages.
I'm
too
like,
in
now we could
silkscreen.
do the execution parties and just do on demand.
What kind of you probably have very little damages is because everything's essentially digital in your place.
And also, if you want to start a business, anyone that want to start a business, they can just buy us the transfer like $3 to $5, and they can even start with the iron they have already on their
Iron?
home. Yes.
Yeah.
Now, do you do embroidery too?
Not
No.
yet.
Okay.
We plan to, but not yet.
Let me know. I got
how
a
do
stack
people
of
get a
shirts
hold
ready
of
to
you?
put my logos on.
Yeah, on the screen there is the phone number. They can reach us, or also they can go to our webpage. It's artiszën.com, and I think I can show.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Stand up.
Yeah, give me a second.
Show it off.
See, this is another thing. If you're smart, you can do stuff like this for your own business. He's local. You can work with him. You can design
That's
with him.
cool.
He's local, working at the same time frame that you are. He's open the bit for business the same time you are. Most of the people in this business, when you contact their customer support, it's 2 a.m. in their country.
Yep.
I'm going to be quite
And you
honest
can't
with you.
get through
You
support.
can't get through the support. They'll take your logo, they'll make your shirt, it may show up, but in return, if you have any questions, this and that, he's 5 minutes away from everybody. He's done stuff for us. He made my first stickers. You also make stickers too.
Yes.
What other things do you guys make? The stickers I use for the
That's good
chemical.
to know.
Without a doubt, I use he makes chemical resistant stickers. I use them for all the South Shore Cleaning and Supply freebies we give away. Check out Todd if you want a free towel. And they're chemical resistant. They're terrific.
Yep. And like I say, the UVDTF will be replacing those stickers because the technology is way better. And I'm eager to try to give you some samples so you can try them, but you will like them.
Well,
Far
we
better
do have a
that way.
sample policy, but again, I'll be taking these in behalf of my kids because I'm practically retired. So,
What is the coolest promotional thing that you've made? I mean, I know you can make T-shirts and things like that. Like, what's an off-the-wall thing that you've done for somebody? I mean, you have 3 realtors sitting in the room. We're always looking for cool one-off gifts.
Yeah, because everyone has pens.
Yeah, we were doing pens too,
but you were doing the 3D signs, which were pretty badass too.
yeah, we have done even flags, very big
Now,
flags.
do you do with any 3D printing?
Oh.
Yes,
Okay, now you also do 3D printing.
yes. We
See,
have
these
3D
are more
printing.
things we're pulling out of you, Xavier. Come on. All right, so
Oh,
then,
dude,
don't
I'm
know.
so getting some flags
what are
made.
what are the capabilities of your 3D printing locally? What can you make for somebody?
Well, actually, we don't sell 3D stuff
Okay.
yet. We have been practicing a lot, but I want to focus my business more on DTF transfers and stuff like
We
this.
apologize for that bad word, ladies and gentlemen.
But we might be able to convince them to do something special for us.
For Uncle
That's
Teo.
paid. I'm paying for it,
For
by
Uncle
the way.
Teo.
Yeah.
Any questions from you guys back there, Joanne? Any questions from you guys from Tampa Bay Sports Entertainment? Anyone on the chat? What do we got going on? Anybody want any shirts? Well, what kind of inventory do you carry in shirts? If somebody says, I want a purple extra large, do you have it?
Yes, usually
Yes.
white and black shirts we have a lot of
Okay.
stock. If the customer wants something more specific, we can order it. Maybe it will take
Yellow.
2 to 3 days to arrive.
Mine was quick because I wanted yellow because of my vehicles and my affinity with yellow. And I think I talked to your wife on a Tuesday, and my shirt was ready Saturday morning at like 7 a.m. She
Lisa
texted me and
rocks.
she goes, the kids are sleeping. I don't know what it was, but she goes, it's sitting on the front porch, and I go, I'll be by in 5 minutes. So
Do you
It was
do
so
keychains
easy
and
to pick up.
koozies and all that stuff too?
We in 3D printer we can do keychains and stuff like that, but we are not offering that to our customers yet.
Do
okay.
you
Yeah,
do printing on koozies and that kind of stuff?
Yes, we can do koozies. Like koozies is like polyester.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So we can do like anything that have a fabric on it. we can print on.
Actually, you know, the funny thing is that he's the brawn of the business. The brain of the business couldn't make it here tonight, so we're gonna have them back home with a whole bunch of goodies.
I think
And that,
you did
and,
just
Oh
fine.
yeah,
that would be his
'cause
wife, Nisha.
Yes, because she brought a
Yeah,
ton of
she-
examples on stuff,
she
man.
danced it up, man. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, she brought tons of stuff.
Go
So if it
Bucks.
goes on a mug, can it go
Yeah.
in the dishwasher?
The mug with the UVDTF, yeah.
Okay, that's good.
I like that new tattoo thing. I'm thinking boiler. Yeah. Anyway,
But really
Oh,
think
for
about
your
it
car?
for your local birthday parties, for your gag gifts, for any ideas.
Oh my
don't-
gosh, people make this stuff when they go on cruises.
Oh, without
for
a doubt.
everybody
Cruise
going on a
families.
oh, we should be
Family
doing that for the
reunions.
cigar cruise. I'm gonna
Family
get shirts made
reunions
for
and
the
all that.
cigar cruise.
And that's the beauty of it. I can't stress to you. I have a background in this business years ago, and the idea of the finished goods that he can deliver to you within honestly 8 to 10 hours locally is it blows your mind out how good the quality is. And I'm not just saying that. It's like this is absolutely Macy's, Lord and Taylor, Nike store quality product, finished product, which is made locally in eight hours.
Support local.
Yeah. And that once somebody gets a job from you, they're gonna be like, holy crap, it's exactly what I wanted.
Yes,
I'm-
and that's the experience we're having right now because I got an order today that it will take 6 hours to finish it, and it will be more than $1,000. That
Uh-huh.
was a customer that had been buying from us, and she loved the quality, and she make a super big order. She did not.
We like super big orders for every local business.
$1,000 for 6 hours sounds like a good business to me.
Yep, absolutely.
A little bit more.
But you think about it too,
Well,
we
you
didn't
have the
start that way.
materials, and you got the printers, and you got the setup time, and yeah,
Yeah, but that's an order that the customer that is buying the DTF
yeah.
transfer from us, we will make more than
Oh, they'll make
$2,000.
listen.
That's great. That's
For a
great.
small, not even that though, the idea that you're wholesaling and you're also retailing is fantastic because you're literally putting your competition in business. If I wanted to have you put these out here and then say, hey, I make shirts too, and then send it to you, you don't give it, you don't care. You just want your machines running. And that's the American way.
Yeah.
There's plenty of business out there for everybody. You don't have to be a shitty person to have business and to get business. You just have to be accountable, do good work, and have people try your stuff. And you have. I've tried a lot of your stuff. When I needed stickers, he was like, here, try these. First ones, they were nice. I said, but I wanted to shift it this way. Boom. It wasn't like 4 days later. Within an hour and a half later, I had new product dropped off at my door. And when you own a small business, that's what you need to be nimble, having good connections with every segment possible. Promotional goods, this guy. You need someone who's a good landscaper, that guy. You need someone to tear that tree out in 2 days, that guy. And that's what the show's all about. And I have to tell you, I've thrown you so much business and people your way, and not one person ever has never said a bad word about you guys. They always 100% happy, and thank you, and I mean that.
I was ecstatic, and I'm like, man, I need to make and it was a shirt that I saw, but
He knocked it right off.
they couldn't get it in my color. Yeah,
Yeah.
the lupus hoodie that I saw, and I'm like, oh, this is the best ever. And then Myra Bachknight's like, oh, that's awesome. And then your wife's like, I can make that for you. And I'm like, oh, done. But it has to be this quality, because that was my big hang up was I'm like, I'm not going to pay the money and have a crummy shirt. I want a really quality. And your wife was like, oh, that's easy. I got this, and this. And then she ordered it, and 2 days later it came in like Friday afternoon, and
there are people who
you
make
guys
crafts.
printed it, and it was good to go. And I had it for Cars and Coffee. The whole thing is I wanted it for Cars and Coffee. So.
Not knocking everybody, but people make crafts, and that's great. You make top shelf crafts.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
it is truly Artiszën.
Yeah.
You picked the right name on that gig. You did a good job.
And also, we offer to our customer, we try to offer most of the time same day delivery. So if the customer is local,
right?
they
So
can
if you
pick
need
up
some
the same
extra
day.
signs, or I need something quick. I need it personalized. Why? Because I want to stand out. My company stands out. My event stands out. He's right in your back pocket.
Yep.
So there you go. We're going to take a break right now. And after that, we have with us
Scotty
Boy online with us.
He will be.
Getting on
Yeah.
now.
Our
And then,
All right, so-
handyman services.
and we're going to have a commentary from somebody in the back of the room.
Cool. We'll be right back.
What?
No. We're probably still live. So be careful what we say.
Trees taking over your property? South Shore Unlimited has you covered. From tree removal and storm cleanup to hauling away every branch and stump, we do it all quickly and safely. Veteran owned and serving the Tampa Bay area. Call South Shore Unlimited today at 813-731-2439.
Hello, everyone. My name is Trish Stecker.
Living in Tampa Bay means enjoying beautiful homes, outdoor spaces, but Florida's year-round sunshine, humidity, mold, algae, and dirt can quickly take a toll on your property. Total Pressure Power Wash and Seal provides professional residential and commercial pressure washing services throughout Hillsborough County. We also specialize in roof cleaning, screen repair, and outdoor screen cage restoration to keep your property looking its best. Need paver installation, repairs, or sealing? We've got you covered.
Can you guys hear me?
Owner-operated, licensed and insured, proudly serving the South Shore area and all
South Shore's premier weeding service. The Weeding Lady. Professional, reliable, local. Weeding, cleanup, and garden care. Monthly or what-time service. Serving South Shore, Florida. Transform your yard today. The Weeding Lady. Call 813-613-9181.
Hey, and welcome back, man.
How
What
great
a fun
was that,
time. That was
huh?
great. You know, I got to tell you, his stuff is freaking flat out awesome. He does such a great job, and
He truly does. And
and I'm not saying that just to say it. It's I was literally shocked, and
the quality is absolutely.
like I said, I've
I'm
watched
gu-
this
I
thing like
gush when I
30
see his
times,
stuff.
and I have other shirts that we've made,
They fall
and like
apart.
after 4 or 5 times, they're all cracked and everything else,
They
and
suck.
this one still looks like brand new.
Yeah.
So
Hey, so tonight we have our second guest with us, and that would be
our pal Scotty.
Scotty. How are
How's
you?
it going, everybody? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
And your dog.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's back there.
Probably. He's got little girls he's got to feed, man. The
Oh
baby's-
yeah, gotta cook dinner.
Talk about a multitasker.
Gonna ask
You know it.
sound a little down.
For me?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So tell us a little bit about your business, or first tell us a little bit about you.
Well, a little bit about me. Born and raised here in Florida, Apollo Beach specifically.
Go ahead.
And then let's see, I'm just a single dad out here just trying to provide for me and my girls, working all the time. And then otherwise, I got a film degree, Bachelor's of Science in Film that I got in 2014. I've worked on a couple films, like Fronteras was one that I really like. It a bunch of guys, we got together after film school, and we made a movie that went to Sundance. It got picked up by Netflix for a couple of years, and then it's on Amazon Prime still to watch for free. I've also worked like season 10 of America's Got Talent and a couple other TV shows and movies and stuff.
So like a grip, right?
Yes, sir. Yeah, Key Grip was actually my title for Fronteras. Yeah. So I'm a lighting and audio specialist. Yep.
Yeah, he was a grip for all the movie stuff in Minneapolis, and then he went to work for Prince. So that's pretty cool.
So handyman and chef is what I'm taking.
Oh, dude, he's like does it.
You know,
he's got the
everything and anything with my hands.
And, he's doing
what's
a
for
bunch of
dinner?
mechanic stuff, some light duty mechanic stuff.
Oh, that's good to know.
He's like jack of all trades. For you realtor people, he's like the guy you want because he'll move stuff out. Right. Well, I'm over talking. So go ahead.
No, yeah.
Tell us about all the
Tell
stuff
us
you
about your
do.
business, Scott.
Because all I know is
First
I was
of all,
in Gettysburg. I got to tell you.
Tell me what you're making for dinner.
So I've known Scotty.
Making tacos for dinner tonight.
Awesome. So I've known Scotty via Facebook. And I was in Gettysburg doing my cigar whiskey tour with all the pastors, which is funny. And Stacy
Yeah, that's a
calls
whole
me.
nother story.
Stacy calls me in a panic that the TV broke.
True story.
And this is like catastrophic. People are like, "Oh, what's the big deal?" You know, I'm like, so I'm like, let's order a new one right away, and then I'll get somebody to come hang it. And people are like, "What's the big deal?" You know, I'm like, "Well, Stacy does chemo twice a day.
Yeah.
My wife does chemo, so the TV is kind of a big deal, right?" And Scotty immediately jumps up and goes, "I'll take care of it. Send me your address, and I'll come over and unbox it and everything else." And not only did he hang it, then he's like, "Hey, I need to get the Roku login and stuff so I can set up the
Oh, he, like,
remote
set
and
it
everything
all up.
else." He like went the distance, and I'm like, "Oh, what the bomb, man!" I'm 800 miles away in a field in Gettysburg, and then Howard came over to supervise, and
Needed that, you know.
and they got it set up and hooked up.
Hey,
and,
it's crooked because
and
of
hung.
me, and you should thank me for that. All right, we got like a 12-inch difference in height between us.
Oh,
So besides the 911, what else do you do for services? Because I will tell you, you have 3 realtors in the room tonight, and we are always looking for help of all kinds, whether it's handyman services or all kinds of things. So, fill us
So
in.
yeah,
What do you
we
do?
do it all pretty much. Landscaping, handyman, mobile mechanic, as well as junk removal, moving, scrap hauling, kind of anything and everything. All your general labor needs, weed pulling, landscaping, even small projects, just remulching something to make it look fresh and ready to sell, or even full-on landscaping projects of tearing out what you have and putting in new. We're not afraid of big equipment. We're able to rent anything that we need and do any job that we need to do. So yeah, and like you said, I just love to go above and beyond for all of my customers, make sure that we just go that extra mile and make sure they're completely satisfied with everything. I like to do the walk around after, make sure everything is up to their satisfaction.
Now you say we. Do you have a crew, or is it just you?
Yes, I do have a crew. It's myself, as well as I have a business partner. His name's Ishmael. We were both supposed to be there tonight, but we unfortunately couldn't make it.
Tacos are important. It's okay.
yeah.
Tacos are important. Yeah,
You're a single
my
dad, right?
babysitter plate. Yeah, I'm a
what's
single
the
dad.
shirt?
And
You got the shirt. I can't make out the shirt from my distance.
all right, so it's Mount Rushmore. They've all got sunglasses, and it says "We Dem Boys." Oh yeah.
What about like inside the house handyman stuff? Like, do you hang ceiling fans?
Yeah, what's your
like,
preferred?
Yeah.
Like, what's your lead in? I mean,
painting?
So my
fixing
preferred
toilets?
and lead in is grass. Right now, we know the grass is
Mine
always
too.
going to grow. It's just exactly.
Common denominator.
It's just kind of steady work for me and my guys, just to make sure we all got a paycheck every month and money keeps flowing in. That's kind of my go-to right now, just
That's
making
that,
sure
like,
that.
is that like cut, blow, and mow, in and out, boom, 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 or do you really?
Yes, sir. Yeah, we've got about 40 yards that we maintain monthly, twice a month, and then once we get to winter, we'll drop down to the once a month, of course. But yeah, that's exactly it.
Do you do houses with the ever so sought after celebration grass?
Yes, we do. We've had
a
some
gang move on that one.
Yes, we've had some very particular customers about their grass and celebration grass specifically. Yeah, I've had some.
Well, 'cause it's
Well, you got to use that real mower. Or
Yeah,
you got to
you-
cut it super low. It's a pain.
Any
listen.
particular?
I'm
Right.
by no means a grass expert.
Any particular-
Let's be real.
I
but
am. Any particular area
have
that you stay
celebration
in?
grass.
Because as a landscaper, it's you have to stay sectionally. If not, you just get destroyed where you have to drive to.
See, and that's kind of what it is. We're kind of burning our tires right now. We're just running all over. We're going from Wesley Chapel all the way down to here in Ruskin, and everything in between. But we kind of have to do that right now, just because that's where the jobs are and the work is. So that's kind of where we're at right now. Is we're looking to build up more in our Wesley Chapel route, more in our Brandon route, and more in our Tampa route, so that I can split those off into their own separate days instead of running that all in one day.
And when you do lawn care, are you doing weed pulling too?
Absolutely, yeah. We offer that weed pulling service. It's usually for most properties an extra $15 a month. So, and instead of paying for a whole hour of labor for me and 3 or 4 guys to come out there and pull weeds, instead we'll just every month on our normal visit, we'll spend 20 minutes about pulling weeds while one guy's mowing, one guy's weed eating, and the third guy will be out there pulling weeds. If we don't have a third guy, then we just spend that 20 minutes after.
If you need any help on that weed pulling detail, just give me a holler, all right?
Yes, sir. I'll be ready.
Thank you.
I don't think we're talking about the same weeds.
No.
And what about tree trimming, like trimming the bushes and that?
Right, and so it comes down to with hedges and tree trim, minor tree trimming is what I call it. We'll add that as well for $15 a month. If it comes down to palm trees are just really hard on the chains of these saws. So I do charge $55 per palm tree, but we'll clean it up to where it's not touching the roof. Exactly, and exactly how you want it, just nice and cleaned up. And if you want more,
that's what's.
Like twice a year, once to twice a year.
So that's
it's nothing. Yeah,
that's good to know.
Yeah, and we do both commercial and residential properties
and stuff. I got
And you said junk removal too?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Junk removal is one of our big things that we like to do. I've got a second trailer, a little 5x8 utility. We'll load it up, take it to the dump.
There's a lot of crap around here, man. I mean, people are moving down here and they bring their shit and and everybody thinks they want their cool shit. And it's like, guess what? That's your shit. And it ain't cool.
And eventually I want to try to sponsor some cleanups, especially out in Ruskin and Paula Beach area, because there's so much just trash out in the wild blowing around. It messes up the mower blades. It just causes all sorts of issues.
In here hawking people's crap when they move out of their house, just getting it out of here. Then please, it's got to be out before they move out. They got to get out. Just keep their.
We just toss it. Yeah, exactly. And we're ready to go. We got 2 trucks, 2 trailers.
I have a short sale right now that the
place is loaded with crap.
The sellers had a lot of stuff, and I already brought in a dumpster once, and they filled it, and it's only about half gone. And they're like, "We're done. We're not moving anything else. We're done."
Well, and you called me like the day of closing, going, "I got sand. Does anyone need some?" And I was laughing because I actually needed sand. So she's like,
thing too.
She's like, "Do you need sand?" I go, "Actually, I do need sand. I will be on my way right now in my truck to go pick that up." That was like perfect because it had to go.
Sand.
I need sand.
Well, I mean, there's always something, right? And literally the final walkthrough at that house, and the only thing they left behind was like 10 bags of sand, because they assumed that the new owners would want the sand just like they used
for sandbags or whatever,
they
right?
Couldn't get sandbags. They went and bought landscaping sandbags. So they thought they were being nice to leave them. And I was like, yeah, that's really nice. That's cool. And then the buyers came for their final walkthrough 30 minutes before closing, and they're like, we don't want sand. I'm like, are you sure you don't? I mean, are you sure you don't? I know
in 4 months they'll be buying sand.
That's exactly it. They're going to be there. And I'm like,
Mildred.
And I was literally, it was funny.
There's going to be a point in your life you're going to be looking for sand. I'm telling you, you should keep it.
And she texted me, and I was laughing because I was literally leaving the diner to go to Home Depot to buy bags of sand. And I'm like, oh, you have no clue. I'm like, I'm driving. That's going to save me $50. I'm on my way.
Those synchronicities, yeah.
We're more connected than you know.
So you find any cool stuff in some of these jobs that they say just take it away?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Every now and then we definitely come across, just what we call little hidden gems or treasures. And for the most part, it's nothing that's really valuable. It's mostly just something that's really cool. Like recently we did a stone removal job for landscaping, and we happened to get a Ferris wheel that is all made of metal. To us it's scrap metal, but it's so cool. It's a working Ferris wheel. It had 4 little cups. My daughters were spinning it and broke one of the cups, the little ceramic cups that you could grow plants in and stuff. But just neat little trinkets and things like that I know. I've got a friend that he likes the old style, barn stuff, and he wants to hang it up on his wall. And so I'm going to send that to him. And just little cool trinkets like that. Every now and then, for me, I find something like video games. You know, I'm a sucker for Nintendo 64, so I find me some old video games or something, and I just, oh man, it's one of my happiest days whenever those junk removal jobs come in.
This weekend, I'm off Marketplace. They're down, where are they? Downstairs in my office.
Cool. Well, I got.
Let
some
me know.
stuff
I've got a couple extra too.
I'm gonna message you on a few things. So I got a couple things I need some hands with.
So what's your lead time? You booked out a few weeks out, or that kind of thing? Are you day to day as far as?
For the most part, yeah, we're booked pretty much the rest of this week. I do have Friday open, but we're probably going to fill that with scrap hauling. But it's every other week we'll have off, and then we'll mow every 2 weeks. So pretty much, I just fill up the books as I go. Right now, like I said, we've got this week full. We'll be mowing the week following that, and that week I'll be filling up the week for when we're off. And
are you here in the area? Are you in Waterset? Are you in?
I'm based here in Ruskin, right here, North Ruskin. I'm right on the edge, right by Slam Academy. So.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, what neighborhoods do you have a footprint in as far as the cutting locally around?
Oh, as far as mowing, right now we're all over Ruskin. We do have one in Waterset and Covington, as well as we have the mainland, is what I call it, the mainland Apollo Beach, the original, along Apollo Beach Boulevard and Kingston and all of that, as well as right there Miller Mac Firefly, So we've got footprints all over these particular areas, as well as Wesley Chapel, and Tampa. Hi, baby. Okay, I'll get AJ's phone.
I gotta tell you, man, I gotta commend Scotty, because he's a single dad with 2 girls, and he is just out there hustling to take care of his girls. I saw he had a photo the other day with the girls playing in the trampoline, and he's like, man, this is why I work, to do, I'll do anything to keep these girls happy and everything. And he was playing with them on the trampoline, and I'm like, okay, that's just coolness, people that take another road. And it's so cool to see somebody that is just like, I'm all in to take care of my kids, and that's super cool.
He's giving her $1 to run away right now.
Trying to, yeah.
I give him some tacos.
Like every great parent, bribery is like number 1 on the list of getting stuff done. And I commend you for that.
Listen,
Yeah. So Scotty, how do we get in touch with
every
you?
single parent, he's multitasking to the max.
So
I
you're all over
appreciate
Facebook as Scott Penta, and
all over Facebook.
That you do that, and we got your phone number on the bottom, I think, of the screen, right?
That's right. And text messages is always the fastest way. It's a good way for me to kind of keep track of everything, as well as Messenger. Mostly my actual personal messenger, as opposed to the Scotty Services messenger. Got a charge, baby. Give it a second. And then, but for the most part, text messaging is always going to be the fastest way to get a hold of me. I'm constantly, just double checking and rechecking myself. I've got a calendar that I've been, just trying to keep up with everything and everybody. Of course, life happens. There's oh no's and uh-ohs. But
Mr. Bill's in the background. We're gonna let you go.
We figure them out as they go, and fix them as they happen. Earlier today we were mowing. The sprinklers came on, and when they came on, one of the heads happened to be broken, and I messaged the property owner. I said, "Hey, you've got a broken sprinkler head here. We obviously don't like to mow in the rain either." And, so let's get this figured out, fixed it for him. And that of course threw me off track, and I missed one of my new yards that I needed to mow. And so when she messaged me, said, "Hey, you still coming today?" About an hour ago, I said, "Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. Completely forgot. I had this sprinkler head go out on me, and it just threw a wrench in everything. If you don't mind, let me please get to you tomorrow." And it's just that communication, that accountability. I feel like that shows that we're dedicated to our customers. Even if we're not quite there right then when you need us at the moment, we will be there as soon as we possibly can be.
That's cool.
I'd rather somebody say, "Man, I got backed up." And
I had a mistake yesterday. I had a mistake yesterday with a customer that we
Stop it, Teo.
I totally did.
No.
It was we handle everything first in, first out. But we had
I know, it's
escalated.
charging,
We
baby.
need
Give
to
it a second.
we need to escalate a drawing for Queen of Hearts. And of course, my team didn't know it. And then I had a doctor appointment. It
Teo,
was a debacle.
This gentleman's
But
got
good.
to go.
Go
We will
eat,
see you,
man.
Scotty.
I will see you guys soon. Thank you very much for having me. I appreciate it very much.
Thanks for all you do, man.
And
You're awesome.
And I will see you here for a Bucks game. Go Bucks.
Yeah.
Go Bucks. We'll be ready.
Hell yeah, I'll call you
Cool.
up. Go Bucks.
Taco Tuesday.
Taco Tuesday. Y'all have a good one. Bye-bye.
You got it. See ya.
All right, continue, Teo.
No, so the whole thing is just honesty is the best policy. So we were supposed to do a drawing first thing in the morning, and my team operates first in, first out. Of course, it's a Friday, back to school. So we have like 40 projects in line. So it's like noon, and I'm going through the list. I'm like, wait, we didn't take care of this. And they're like, oh no, it's like 3 away. And I'm like, no, that was supposed to be first, because we got to do the reset. And they're like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm like, man, I'm calling. So I call the customer, and I'm expecting just to get ripped, right? You know, because it was supposed to be at 9 o'clock in the morning. It's now like 12:30 or 1 o'clock. And she's like, man, I just appreciate the call. Everything's good, man. I mean, she's like ecstatic and happy.
That's the thing.
Just because all I did was call and take ownership and say, we screwed
12
up,
minutes.
and it was easy, you know?
All right, with that, we're going to take a break. And coming back, we've got 2 fantastic, ridiculous topics. And then our zaniness will end. And then you can catch us next week with 2 fantastic guests, which I don't know who they are. Catch you in 2, guys.
The views, opinions, hot takes, wild theories, dad jokes, and unsolicited advice expressed on South Shore Live are solely those of the individual guests and participants, and do not necessarily reflect the views, opinions, beliefs, or questionable life choices of South Shore Live, its hosts, producers, sponsors, affiliates, or anyone brave enough to be associated with this program. Howard the Unknown Drummer, Captain Teo Leonard, Angie Frey Richardson, South Shore Live, Apollo Beach Publishing, and any related entities are not responsible for, do not endorse, and absolutely do not co-sign any statements made by our guests, whether those statements involve Tampa Bay Sports Magazine, local or national entertainment figures, referees, front offices, leagues, mascots, rival fans, coaches, players, or a guy who knows a guy. Any discussion of Tampa Bay sports, entertainment, business, music, comedy, or community matters is for entertainment and informational purposes only. While we strive for accuracy, facts may occasionally be bent, stretched, exaggerated, passionately argued, or delivered with dramatic flair. All guests appear voluntarily and are solely responsible for their own words, opinions, predictions, and emotional reactions, especially after tough losses, bad calls, or trade rumors. South Shore Live is not liable for hurt feelings, bruised egos, disputed statistics, fan arguments, or sudden urges to yell at your TV, radio, or phone. Viewer discretion is advised. Listener patience is appreciated. And remember, relax, it's South Shore Live. This has been brought to you by Tampa Bay Sports and Entertainment Magazine.
Teo, you're always the old.
Hey, Tampa Bay. Yeah, it's no joke here today. And I'm not Nipsey Russell, but I'm rhyming away. So, take the plunge. Check out the new magazine for February's edition. We got our own Ola plunge here. It's easy to do when it's 80 degrees, but not when it's 35. Go Bucks!
tuned in to South Shore Live, produced by Tampa Bay Sports and Entertainment Magazine, featuring Captain Tio Leonard, Howard the Unknown Drummer, Angie Frey Richardson, and Joanne Duran. The views and opinions expressed by the hosts and guests are their own. This video podcast is for information and entertainment purposes only. This show spotlights local businesses, local organizations, and local news from our forever growing South Shore community. And yes, sometimes we get off track. We tell stories old and new, the kind you only hear from people who truly love this place. If you'd like your business or organization to be spotlighted on the show, reach out to our producer, Joanne Duran. She'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching South Shore Live, where community, stories, and good vibes come together.
Hillsborough County deserves a fighter in Congress. Bia Valenti is running to represent Florida's 14th, the place that made her. Navy reservist, congressional staffer, White House aide. She earned her degree while working in the West Wing. She drafted the Troop Act, the blueprint for President Trump's order delivering back pay to our troops.
I'm a fourth-generation Hillsborough County native. I was born here. I live here. And I know Hillsborough County cannot be bought.
Bia's right. We're tired of failed politicians shopping for a district. They claim counties. Bia builds community. No learning curve. Ready on day one. Bia Valenti will deliver. Safe neighborhoods, affordable homes, lower drug prices. She'll fight for Florida's farmers and get the Farm Bill passed. While Washington lost its soul, Hillsborough raised someone with heart.
I've seen how broken Washington is. I came home to fix it. I'm Bia Valenti, and I approve this message.
Living in Tampa Bay means enjoying beautiful homes, outdoor spaces, but Florida's year-round sun, humidity, mold, algae, and dirt can quickly take a toll on your property. Total Pressure Power Wash and Seal provides professional residential and commercial pressure washing services throughout Hillsborough County. We also specialize in roof cleaning, screen repair, and outdoor screen cage restoration to keep your property looking its best. Need paver installation, repairs, or sealing? We've got you covered. Owner-operated, licensed and insured, proudly serving the South Shore area and
South Shore, where the sun shines, golf carts roam, and accidents happen. But your roof, that should be the least of your worries. Steadfast Roofing brings you the best roofing systems, providing you protection even against the toughest storms.
For a roof that stands strong through anything, choose Steadfast. Get the protection you deserve. Call now for your free inspection.
We were describing my singing.
We are live, and I got to tell you, man, I love seeing a little juice in the
Did
golf
people
cart,
just
man.
hear me singing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did.
Let it go.
I won't be saying a word or breathing.
Good.
Yeah, no breathing for you today.
See, we're back. We're like live. We've been live for like 8 seconds. And you guys
Hey, everybody.
are like breathing and singing and
Welcome
everything.
back to South Shore Live with
and
Teo,
people are
myself.
laughing.
Dude, we have some fun here. So if you want
We
to
do.
come join the party, you
Come
can always
drink,
sit in the
have
back.
a cigar.
Your company, your
have a drink.
organization, your event, you'd like to discuss it, any issues about South Shore, we discuss them here. And this is, for somebody who's not going to talk, I'm going to pat us on the back. We had a magnificent run, and we're going to have more candidates on later in the season, but we had a magnificent run with our local political candidates. Some of them won, some of them lost, but
some are still in the race,
some are
too.
still
You
in the
know,
race.
I got to tell you, man, Brittany's coming back, man. I
wanna
absolutely
say-
freaking Brittany and Bia, I freaking love them.
As the
And,
show, we did a terrific job. We informed a lot of people. Thank you for everyone that had questions.
And I think
were
we
involved.
stayed relatively neutral. I mean, I worked very difficult. I still have the folder,
The dossier,
as the
right there.
dossier, so that we could stay neutral. And
you did a good job of that because you're not always neutral when it comes.
no,
to
I am
politics.
far from being neutral anymore, man. I'm way outspoken, but and
You've
I
always
have
changed the floor.
extenuating circumstances. But anyway,
All right.
we're good.
So congratulations again. And remember, the vote is not over for some of these races.
Yeah.
So make sure you show up in November, and we want to wish everyone good luck.
Yes.
Now-
So what's going on with the Gator?
Well, it's not the Gator no more.
Well,
It's
not the
no
Gator,
longer
the social, the Cowboy Social Club, Social Saloon, Social.
Coastal Cowboy Social.
There we go. Coastal Cowboy Social. There we
I'm
go.
getting my boots, and we got the boot place coming to town too. This is a layup, Joe.
I'm buying boots.
This is like
I
the
know,
urban
right?
cowboy setup for
Do
me,
I have to
guys.
wear socks with boots?
Yes.
because I'll probably
Yes.
get blisters without it,
Yeah,
right?
you get blisters.
Blisters,
Blisters or something else.
Blisters.
Blisters were from your previous job.
Man, the rum and the cigars have been flowing along with the weeding product.
And if you are interested in blisters, reach out to Teo over at what is it, spiff.com, special people enforcing.
snitchgs.com
Okay.
or snitchgs.org. I forget, one of the two.
That or
the flock camera turning back on the politicians.
Alrighty, so yeah, tell us.
So
about
what's going on with Coastal Cowboy?
Shoot, tell us what's going on.
They're under full renovations right now. So
It's like balls to the walls.
Yeah, I mean, once he got the keys, he's been off and running. So
Over 2,000 people thumbs their thing.
I think they've almost hit 3,000 now
followers.
So I think that just shows the excitement there is
Without
in our
a doubt.
community for something new.
Yep.
And we have a lot of great restaurants here.
And
but,
outside.
Yeah, he's gonna have outside seating area. He's gonna
Which is
make
going to
it
be
even
perfect
bigger.
in the winter when it's open.
Right.
Yeah.
He's aggressively shooting for this fall. I think.
And as somebody that's had a restaurant and a bar, that is super aggressive. I'm going to
Yeah,
tell you,
that's aggressive.
that was aggressive without
fair,
having
though.
to do. It was fair and aggressive without having to do a remodel.
Yeah,
I
and
mean,
I
just
think that
to
just shows
get
outside
everything
idiots
going
to
there,
get
you're jumping and
He's also not on island speed. This guy is
No.
not in Apollo Beach speed of getting things done. He's going to knock it
Yeah.
out of the park.
and we got great people. We actually have great restaurant staff available here.
Sure.
If he picks, if he picks the right
If he
people,
goes to the right people.
there's some stellar
I
stellar people that are
seasoned
that
in
are
this
available.
neighborhood.
Yeah, seasoned in the world.
That's a nice way of saying been here a long time.
There were so many comments from the point of listing this property and selling it, even now afterwards. And actually, I talked to the owner today, and everybody has their opinions of what happened to it. We all know it went through the storms and got
Sure.
some flooding. And the one thing that I can tell you certainly, because I was there along with him, that he did every inspection of this building, and he knows what is there and isn't there. And he's fully prepared to make it be great.
Yep.
And knows that he's sitting in a flood zone, but so are all the bars out at the beaches and caddies and all
It's a
those
risk
other
to
ones out
take.
there. So he's really excited to expand what it is, and but most importantly, bring something new. So there's a few places that serve on the menu, but to be bringing in some wild game too with bison and elk. I can tell you for months everybody's been asking me when I'm out and about, like, hey, what's coming? And I couldn't say anything, and now that I finally can, the results back have been overwhelming, that people are really excited about it.
Not just that, it's not like,
to have
oh, it's
something different
it's
and new.
another chicken place.
Right.
It's
Another
ano-
burger.
It's another shitty pizzeria. You know what I mean? It breaks it up, which is nice. It's another pub. Oh boy, great. This is breaking it up, and it is a pub in some respects, but it's a different theme. It's bringing a
It'll
different.
still have the bar to it,
Sure.
so don't think that it won't.
No, but it'll be more of a I guess Western kind of Southern Western with more of a cowboy kind of groove rather than just everything about all boats and fish. They're going meat.
Right.
Yeah, it's really
going
about the
cattle.
meat of the West in Montana and
Being
the
able to eat it
seafood
here.
of here. And then having that vibe of both in one place, I think is really cool.
I will say, if you're tight with the dude, keep the gator bites. Everybody that I know said, please keep them on the menu.
Yeah, I've heard that actually from a lot of
Right?
Yeah.
people, and I've heard a lot of people say the fish
And
and chips were
I
the
think
best.
I think he'll do a good job. He's talking about the wild game and some of that stuff. So I think
I mean, bison spare ribs.
yeah, and gator and that, I think we'll do that.
The bar will have a country theme to it.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, and some people obviously have opinions, they don't like country, so be it. But
Whatever.
But you know what? You need something different all the time for all different people. So I think that he will really lean into that.
I was hoping it was
And,
going to be a hip hop bar.
I think there's one down in
I don't know, wherever, it doesn't matter.
College Avenue.
But hey, let's jump.
But no, from all things I can say, people are very excited.
All thumbs up.
All thumbs
All
up.
thumbs up. And welcome
If
to the
you're-
neighborhood, and thank you for spending your money.
I
here.
can tell you they are not hiring yet. That's the biggest thing.
Oh yeah,
And
it's going to be a while.
Sam is getting inundated of people wanting to apply. They're not
Whatever.
hiring yet. Right now, it is all about renovations.
Oh, they're
and getting
hiring
that building-
contractors and all
Yes.
the things that
Yeah.
Yes.
The inside's not. Yeah.
And vendors and interviewing vendors and all of that. So a lot of work to be done, but they're definitely going to make it into something totally new and exciting. So
Cool. So let's
Next
jump.
topic,
Hang
and-
on. I'm gonna
Yeah.
interrupt. Since we're talking about Powell Beach, we're talking about restaurants.
Oh boy.
We'd be amiss if we didn't offer our condolences to the Granowitz family with Donna passing away, Vic and Christy's mom from Circles. You know, for years and years and years, even when Don had passed the torch to Christy, which then Vic came in and kind of took over when Christy wanted to run her family. I got to tell you, Donna was still in there making those desserts, man. Freaking every single day, she was in the back making those
the
desserts.
mastermind behind their key lime pie.
Oh yeah, totally.
Oh,
She
so
made
good.
she made all those desserts up until a couple years ago. I know when I was there with my friend's boys for we did a Santa Claus video thing and stuff right before Christmas, and it was on my birthday, and Donna made the desserts that day, and I'm like, dude, I can't believe you're still, you know, you have enough money to retire like 10 times over, and you're still in there making desserts for my birthday, which just brought tears to my eyes. And that was what, 2.5 years ago. And to see that she passed this week just was tragic. We also, Dolly passed, but I just want to offer our condolences to the whole Circles family for losing mom there. Cause Donna just was a staple from the very early days when when we moved here, it was a sandwich shop, you know, and Vic had just architected and designed the inside restaurant that we see today, and then what it's turned into. But Donna, it just breaks my heart, and our thoughts are with the whole Granowitz family for the loss of Donna there. What do we got? We got some comments going on.
Some comments here. What's up from Joanne? I don't know who that was. I can't know who it is.
The Madness 5849.
I have no idea. We have got a comment about the Gator was a straight up dive bar with a smiley face.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
you know, and it was a watering hole, you know, and it was a great local
it was clean,
establishment.
very clean and pretty though. I mean, I've been to a whole lot worse.
You know, Big Ed, who messaged last week from Buffalo, you know, he waited there, and I got to tell you, so when my father-in-law had Alzheimer's and we had him in a home, on Sunday nights we would pick him up and go somewhere for dinner, and he loved the Lazy Gator, and it was always an adventure getting in there and walking him through, you know, because he had Alzheimer's and he was very limited in his mobility, and Charlie's all upset now. We got some visitors in here, and Charlie's going nuts, but I got to tell you, man, the Gator did such a great job with my father-in-law and patience, because, you know, when you have somebody that's totally confused with Alzheimer's, he knows what he wants. It's not on the menu. And Ed was awesome at taking care of him and bringing him the food and lying about what it was. So the Tom was happy.
Oh, yes,
and then,
sir. It's exactly what you want.
And then he's like, oh, we got to bring the dessert, you know, because he had to have that. And Ed was just awesome at taking care of my father-in-law. And it's just awesome. Logan. And he was on the show a couple weeks ago, last week or the week before. And Logan's the bomb.
We do have
I think the thing, though, that from Circles to the new owner and to the owner before of Lazy Gator, like, these are local restaurants that we have here in the South Shore area, and it is local families that have poured their lives into them, right? Same with Beanies and all of them, right? And
Beanies was the same way with my father-in-law, man. You know, Debbie and Beanie would come out of the kitchen and treat my father-in-law with so much respect for a guy that ran Pillsbury and, you know, didn't know his name. You know, it's a challenge, and to take them to a restaurant and have these local restaurants. And it happened at Circles. It happened with Mike's crew at Finn's. It happened with Logan at the bistro, Apollo Pizza, which at the time was still Alpha. And you go around, and all these places did such a great job. The diner, you know, Jeff and Melissa at the diner. We are really blessed with great places, and everyone's like, oh, we need Bennigan's, or we need an Olive Garden, or whatever. No, we don't. I'm sorry, man. Go to the places that are local, because, man, they're going to treat you well, and they remember you. And, yeah, I know, Jeff, it was funny because I made a post about going to the diner, and I didn't know anybody.
Yeah.
And the gal's like, in your name? And I started to laugh, right? So the next time I went in, everybody was like,
You didn't laugh,
okay.
you were offended.
It was funny. It was funny. And they all made a big deal. So we're all good.
Well, and I would say the same thing with Latitudes. When I was sick and in the
Oh, yeah, Latitudes. That's right.
And 2 years ago when I was sick in the hospital with sepsis, and
Greg and Donna are the bomb.
Greg and Donna are amazing people. Every time I'm in there, they say hello, ask how I'm doing, and they showed up with food and whatever I needed when I was sick. And that to me, that's community, right? And that is what the staple of all of these restaurants are for us, is that if you go to these restaurants over and over, and I know there's always going to be people that hide behind a computer and say that place was terrible. You can hear that about the top is
anywhere.
Yeah. Top, 5-star restaurants.
We're still a small community.
But
here,
the owners, obviously there's going to be maybe an employee that doesn't do their best or whatever, but the owners, every single one of them has their heart in it and their life in it.
Yeah.
And have really poured into it. And I can say that about the people that sold Lazy Gator. They absolutely poured their heart into it. She gave it her all and did a great job.
7 years.
And
That
I
was
can
a hell
tell
of a
you,
run.
well, I was there showing the property. Every single time I was there, I had to lock the door because people would show up wanting food. And one guy was like, what do you mean there's no more wings? I love their wings. They're the best wings. And I'm like, I'm so sorry, and the gator bites and the fish and chips. So shout out to they did a great job to be the stepping stone for what's next. But we have a lot of good families.
What else we got?
We were going to talk about down the Paula Beach Boulevard. You want to talk about that, or you want to talk about the Rays real quick, and then Joanne wants to do a wrap up.
We got it. It's we're running short. The apartment thing. Meeting was yesterday for another 700-800 apartments on the boulevard. Basically 250 people against it, one for it, which is the developer. The sad thing is the commissioners who have no concept of what the traffic is on the boulevard. By the way, to come here tonight,
this is the one at the very end, right?
Yeah, it's going to be between Beef O'Brady's and behind the UPS store and the rental place. And tonight, right? It's 5:00. I'm coming from my house, which is over by Circles and Fins, to Waterset. 3 freaking lights to get through there. Now, part of that is because, it is. Part of it is because, the chick in the Tahoe is on her phone and doesn't know how to hit the damn gas when the light turns green. So there's like 8 people honking, and then people are trying to pull out of Starbucks, and people are like, oh, well, whatever. And so 4 people get through the lights. But the bottom line is now you're going to drop another 2,000 cars onto that intersection when the county says they have no freaking money. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to go home tonight, and I'm going to write a script. We have southshorelive.us.
We do.
And I'm going to set it up where people can come to the website and they can generate an email to email the commissioners. Because what's going to happen is the county planning person, which I'm sure is bribed, and I will say that with all disclaimer, so whatever, blame me.
No,
but
disclaimer after the show. Thank
the
you.
disclaimer.
Continue.
But I'm sure they got money from the developers, and they're going to go, oh, this is a great thing to make up for the property tax bill, which makes no sense because that's a positive cash flow, and we should have a whole episode on that. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up on South Shore Live so that people can send an email to all the commissioners to let them know their viewpoints. And the commissioners, you commissioners, you should listen to this because you took an oath to do what's best for your constituents, not for the people that wrote you thousands of dollars of checks like the real estate developers to pass this crap. You should listen to the people that live in the community. And if you have a problem with it, contact me. You all have my phone number because I've left you messages and you don't have the balls to return my calls.
1-800 Captain Teo.
Okay. But you can call me and I will give you a ride at traffic time, and you can sit there without air conditioning and a 50-year-old Mercedes convertible cooking your ass,
sweating your ass
to understand what it takes to cross that road. So if you have the guts, commissioners, to do that, I'll challenge you to come down here and you can ride through that traffic with me without air conditioning and see what it's like. But we'll set it up on the website so that you can send an email to the commissioners and let them know your viewpoints.
How about we fix the road first?
Well, there's no money,
We're not
but that's a whole nother can of worms.
Right.
But you have $175,000 to spend on a study whether we should eliminate a lane for golf carts, which, by the way, are illegal because we're not allowed to have a golf cart parade because it's illegal, and bicycles, because if we remove a lane from Apollo Beach Boulevard, the county commissioners feel that that's going to motivate us to ride our bikes to our freaking doctor appointments and chemo.
Have we invited them to our show?
Let's invite their pricks on here because I'm ready for it.
Unbiased
And we'll do
pricks.
one commissioners for the whole freaking time.
All right.
Maybe we should have you in your car live on the show, sitting it out.
Oh, we can do that.
So that people can
Well,
understand.
so there's a slight problem with that because the phone overheats.
Right.
Seriously,
True.
My iPhone overheats in the traffic due to the fact that it takes normally 5 or 6 lights to get through the boulevard.
All right. For those first world problems and many more, tune in next Tuesday. Captain Teo, Angie, myself, we want to thank Xavier. We want to thank Scotty, the Boogeyman, for showing up. The most spectacular people in the world also, who will go nameless here. Of course.
And hey, thanks
Mrs.
for
X,
thanks for listening to my rant. We're all
Joanne
good.
Durant, Tampa Bay Sports Entertainment, myself, good morning, don't be a shitty person, Bob Hope himself from Bala Beach, Howard from Texaco Hope, and Charlie out the unknown.
And Taz and Smokey were
Taz
here
and
earlier.
Smokey were here, and of course the lovely Stacy.
Yep.
My friend. Good night, everyone.
You got
We'll
it.
see you next week. Peace
Come
out.
see us in paradise.
See ya.